Look at just the x-coordinate for coordinates A through E. My question, in just looking at that x-coordinate, what should you count by? What do you say, Geneve? 5 is one guess. What else? What are some other answers? 3. 1. We know, look, we know when we find the origin that we have 10 boxes. Just look at the x. Don't look at the y, just look at the x. What do you need to count by? What do you say? You say 1. What do you say? You say 1. What do you say? You say 4. What do you say? 2. What do you say? Well, let me ask you this. Let's look at the s coordinates. 4, will that make it? Is that less than 10? It's actually negative 4. Doesn't matter, though. We have 10 boxes. Negative 3, is that within the range 0 to 10? Or 0 to negative 10? What about 1? What about 6? What about 9? We're okay. Count by ones. X-axis value per line is 1. Do you see why it's 1, though, Hunt? Okay, we're good with 1. Because they don't need to be the same counting by for each axis. They can be different. Now look at your y. First question, with the y, can you count by ones? I want to know what you think you need to count by and looking at just the y coordinates. I'll underline them for you. Actually, I got a question before that. I'll give you candy if you can get this. If you count each box as 2, how much room do you have, or what will be the ending value?
20.
Don't go anywhere yet. I'm not done with you. What about if you count by 3s?
30.
What about if you count by 4s?
40.
What if you count by 5s? So now somewhere in that range, which number should we count by? By the way, go get top drawer for that. Okay, we've got on the low end 20, nope, 10, and on the high end negative 40. What do you need to count by?
5.
How many say 5s? How many say 4s? Here's the problem with 4s, though. Even though we have room for it, explain why 4 is not a good choice.
Because it won't go in evenly for like 35.
Yep, you see, you would have to try to guess where that 35 is. Since we are in multiples of 5, okay, everything's a multiple of 5, 5 is your best choice. Okay, so we're going to count the y value by 5. And I'm going to allow you to plot the points on your own, but let's go to the next coordinate plane, because this is the fun part. It's trying to figure out what to count by. Okay, so what you'll do when you break up into groups, you'll do the same thing with this. You'll make your axes perfectly down the middle, and then you'll plot those points, and then I want you to bring it to me, and I'll check. Okay, let's go to the next one. Look at your x's. It's not as difficult as you think. Look at them, because it's not, even though you're dealing with decimals here and values that are less than 1, it's not that bad. What should you count by?
1, 4, oh no, 10. 10. Yeah. 10.
Tree, what do you say?
41.
T-Rex, what do you say?
10.
What do you say? What do you say? Everybody agree? 0.1 will work?
Yeah.
Absolutely. Look at the range. Our low is 0.1. Our high is 0.8. If you count by tenths, you have enough room to get all the way to the whole number 1. You got a 0.1, 0.2, 0.3, 0.4, 0.5, 0.6, 0.7, 0.8, 0.9, and then 1.0, but nothing goes that high. So you're okay as a 0.1. Look at your y coordinate. Giuseppe.
1.
Yep, you're okay as 1. Good thing I didn't call him Uncle Giuseppe. All right, so you're good. Next one. Take a look at your values for x again. Neg 14, neg 4, pos 6, pos 14, 0, neg 8. What's the perfect interval for that? Cody. Anybody agree? Anybody disagree? Okay, take a look at your y's. A little trickier. Hunt. How many say 0.5? Anybody disagree? 0.5 will work. Everybody's going to do the first 4, but every time you're done with an example, 2, 3, 4, I need you to come and check with me. I have an overlay. I'll make sure your points are right. Advanced, you have to string on to yours, example 5, but I'm not even going to do it with you. Okay? Examples 2 through 5, 2 through 4 for regular is due by the end of the period. Advanced, you have to include 5. Okay? Group up and go.